Hello everybody, this is Mr. Nardelli. I'm going to be talking to you about adding, subtracting, multiplying, and dividing real numbers. Now in that case, that deals with positive and negative numbers. Let's start off with just adding them. Start with what's called the absolute value, and this by itself seems like it's kind of useless, but it's very helpful when we're adding and subtracting. Now the absolute value is the distance a number is from 0. So for example, if I say the number 2, the 2 is 1, 2 from 0. If I inserted another one, let's put one in, let's call it -4. -4, the distance -4 is from 0 is 1, 2, 3, 4. Absolute value is written like this. It's those little goalpost thingies. Absolute value of -2 is 2. Absolute value of 3 is 3. Basically what you're doing is just leaving the sign off of it. Okay, again, pretty simple, by itself, but some rules for adding integers. If the signs are the same, add the absolute values, and the answer is that sign. Now the first one that would probably come to your mind is our positive numbers. The obvious ones, 3 plus 7 equals 10. Going by this, we would say the absolute value of 3 is 3, the absolute value of 7 is 7, so 3 plus 7 is 10, the sign is positive. Then if we look at this one, we have two negatives, so the signs are the same, so I'm going to add the 5 and the 6 to get 11, and the answer is -11. So signs are the same, answer just add, and the answer is that sign. It's when we get to signs being different that things change just a little bit. Now, if the signs are different, meaning you have a positive and a negative number you're adding, you actually have to subtract the smaller absolute value from the larger absolute value. The answer is the number with the larger absolute value. So, say for example, I've got -18 plus 5. I would put the parentheses around it just to separate it to make it look good. So I look at this and say I've got a positive and a negative. So I'm going to have to actually do 18 minus 5 to get 13. Now 18 is the larger absolute value, so I take that sign and put it on here as a negative, so my answer is not 13, it's -13. Another example, if I have -8 plus 14, signs are opposite, so I take the larger absolute value, 14, and subtract the smaller, 8, and I get 6. Now 4 is a positive number, so it's the larger absolute value, so my answer is positive 6. Okay, now when we get into subtracting, oh, sorry, I need to get to the next page, insert a box. Okay, here we go. Subtracting integers. Subtracting integers, the rules are basically just modified adding. Rule number 1, start off by changing the subtraction symbol to addition. Second rule, change the sign of the second number only. That's important. Don't change the sign of the first number. And then proceed from your addition rules that you had in the previous section. So let's say I've got 8 minus -4. Now I would have those parentheses in there because if I didn't, it would look like this. And you'd be saying, what the heck is that? So we keep the negative parentheses around it. So my first step is change the subtraction to addition, then change this negative sign to positive. So in essence, I've got 8 plus 4. Now I just change it over here because most likely you wouldn't write a positive 4. So the signs are the same. I add them. Answer's 12. Pretty easy on that one. If I have 12 minus 18, I'm going to change that to 12 plus a -18. Now, this original sign on this 18 is positive, so I had to change it to negative. So the signs are different. and I actually made that 88, sorry, 18. So I'm going to do 18 minus 12 to get 6. The negative 18 is the larger absolute value, so my answer is actually negative 6. And we've got one more, negative 17 minus 8. Remember, this is minus, meaning subtract, and up here is this invisible positive sign. So I'm going to make it negative 17 plus a negative 18, negative 8. Signs are the same, so I add them and I get 25, but my answer is a negative 25. Okay, now we get to multiplication and division. I'm just going to not even put the box there. But notice I have two rules, and that works for multiplication and division. Basically, I have two quick rules. If the signs are the same, just go ahead and multiply, and the answer is positive. If the signs are different, go ahead and multiply or divide, and the answer is negative. So I've got negative 8 times negative 7. Signs are the same. I multiply, and I get positive 56. The one you would know is positive 2 times positive 7 gives me positive 14. But then here, if I take some opposite signs, negative 81 divided by 9. Signs are different, so I just divide, and I get a negative 9. Negative 28 divided by negative 4. I divide, and for some reason I put 28 there. I apologize. And I get 6. Signs are the same, so I get a positive 6 as my answer. This can be a little tough to get a hold of, especially if you're doing addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division together. So do a lot of practice, and if you need help, email me at nardelli.efsc@gmail.com. Thanks.